Giving birth at home is perhaps one of the scariest experiences a woman can go through. Today we have with us someone who has given birth at home. She has gone through the experience, and we're gonna ask her some questions about this whole process of giving birth and what was so scary about it, and how did she actually go through this process. Okay, so the first question, by the way, this is from Instagram. A lot of questions for you.
Yeah.
First question, actually, why? Maybe for a start, what is home birth? What is home birth?
Giving birth at home.
Yeah, this one I can just answer lah. Okay, what made you decide to go for home birth?
Okay, so I believe many people don't really know that there's this option in Singapore to do home birth lah. Because I think people usually know like the hospital route, right? But there's also the home birth route. And why I decided to go is because my experience previously in a hospital wasn't that great lah.
Is that the same?
Wasn't that pleasant.
So
I actually, it was so traumatic that I did not want to give birth again. Okay, I was so scared.
Okay.
But then I discovered this alternative, and I went to her classes. I read her books. I
the
educated
alternative
myself.
midwife.
Yeah.
This,
So I educated myself more and more, and the more I believe that my body is built to birth, so I became more empowered, and that's why I go for this home birth route. Yeah.
So that's the main reason. Basically, your not so positive experience last time around at the hospital.
Yeah.
That is the reason you want to give birth at home.
Yes.
But don't you think it's a bit more dangerous? Right? I mean,
that's what many people would think lah.
because if it's so like at the hospital, if it's so like according to your experiences, it was negative and all that.
Yeah.
What can possibly make you think that giving birth at home would be easier?
Yeah.
Or would be not so painful?
Interesting, right? Yeah, because I feel that in the hospital, it was too. This is just based on my experience, okay? Because different people, different experience, and different body is different also. So in the hospital, I feel that it was too rushing.
Okay.
So they
actually,
and I also understand lah, because there are so many patients, so they had to rush, and everything has to cut short.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
at home, the benefit is I want to allow my body time to do its work, to give birth, because I believe that Allah made our body to give birth.
Actually, I also have I was also thinking about it lah. Like, you know, when you go to the hospital and let's say the water bag has already burst, and then the dilation is maybe like 7-8 cm, and then they tend to hasten the process by inducing and all that,
correct.
Making the contractions
like
more
cutting.
regular. So you don't like those kind of interventions.
Yes. Or like macam episiotomy, cut the ni kan, or like nauzubillah C-sec kan, macam if they see the fetal heart rate, but fetal heart rate is in distress.
Yeah, but
that one is necessary lah.
Yeah. So in some cases they are speeding it up not because they have so many patients, but it's because for the safety of the mother and the baby, right? Possibly lah, right?
Yeah lah.
But I get what you mean lah. Like it's a bit too rushing in the sense that yeah lah, they might say it's urgent and all that, but I think at home, or rather if they allow the body time and so on, then it could be better.
Yeah, and I also think macam in the hospital kan, in a hospital setting, okay, you imagine if you want to give birth kan, you need to be relaxed. So you imagine if you walk into a hospital room with needles and bright light and all the people looking at you kan,
but that's
versus at home with dim lights, with nice songs,
with your husband,
right? Of course lah, husband also can be in the hospital. So it is more relaxed and comfortable for the woman giving birth.
But wouldn't that be psychological? Like if you just, I don't know lah, maybe block out the fact that there are needles and hospital equipment around.
You think it's easy, yeah?
No lah, I didn't say it's easy, but I think that, okay, maybe you have a point lah, that at home you know this is the comfort of your own surroundings.
Okay, psychological. Okay, from what I learned, when we want to give birth, we need the oxytocin hormone. Okay, so oxytocin hormone, there's a sifat to it tau. There's a characteristic for it to be released. Okay?
Okay.
So the oxytocin hormone is a love hormone. So when you see your child,
And you feel love from your husband.
yeah, so the characters of oxytocin has to be in dim lights. It's shy. It's a shy hormone because it's love hormone. Yeah. So when we, in a way, like I'm sorry to say, like make love also, it's like in a dim light, right? Yeah. So when you want to release the baby also,
Okay.
like dim light is optimal lah.
But but you also have this option of dimming the light in the hospital, right?
Yeah, but technically by default it's bright light, right?
Yeah. I mean, you have this option, but I think the difference is that you are in a more
Relaxed setting.
relaxed setting, in a more the ambience is important in
Yeah,
that sense.
ambience, yeah.
Because I think one thing that people don't realize about this is that there is a not so physiological dimension to this kind of experiences. Like we always think of it as like science, there are rules and regulations. If this happens, then do this. If this happens, then do this. But I think we tend to downplay
the emotion aspect.
the emotional aspect. We tend to downplay the tawakal aspect, right? We like because a big part of this is, as Muslims we believe that there are things other than science at play, right? And
yeah, it's true.
and it's the mental state of the person that can contribute to an easier birth.
Yes. So macam during this home birth I also had to go through this training of like manifesting it. Like it's important to manifest because the mind is stronger than the body. So macam like in the West they have this hypnobirthing.
Hypnobirthing.
It's called hypnobirthing.
So it's hypnosis together with birthing.
Yeah, so macam dia really manifest and macam
what is
sit
manifest?
down.
What does manifest mean?
Like just sit down and visualize all the things that will happen on that day. Visualize. So macam for me, I feel that daripada I buat hypnobirthing, I combine it with tawakal and zikir and doa to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala and amalan lah that Hubaba, one of our teachers, kasih. Yeah. So I feel that tawakal is very, very, very important in giving birth.
So you're just sitting down and running through the process of visualizing, okay, the baby's about to come out.
Yeah.
Oops, the baby went back inside. Or this kind of things, is it? The visualizing.
Like, how to say macam you feel really more connected to your baby. Macam when you are in a hospital and people are telling you what to do. Okay, do this, do that. So macam you are not in charge of your birth. So at home, nobody is around to tell you that, and your midwife also understand that. So macam they really allow the mother to follow the intuition of the body and be connected to the baby. So it's important to be connected to the baby. So I feel like in the hospital, I feel disconnected with my baby. Macam,
so this is your personal experience.
So macam kena talk to the baby, kena feel the baby, kena so like macam insyaAllah the baby will help you also lah. So it's a teamwork lah. It's between me and my baby.
And from what I hear you're saying, you seem to say that it's more of the mother is taking a greater share of the ownership of the process, rather than delegating it to the experts, the hospitals, the apa ni, the gynaes and all that lah, doctors and all that. Correct. So in a sense that the participating part makes you like step up. Like in the sense that we know that we are the ones responsible now for this baby. We're not putting it in the hands of just the doctors. That we are also active participants of this lah. And how do you learn all this? Like how do you know?
The midwife. Like there's a group of people that is pro home birthing, pro natural. So macam when I discovered about this group,
if you ask a lot of doctors, they will also say that they're pro natural, right? But they're not pro home birth lah, I guess. Maybe.
Depends on how you define pro natural lah.
Okay. No, because I think almost every gynaes that I've spoken to will all be referred to as pro natural.
Is it?
Yeah. If you ask for recommendation for gynae, this one is good, this one is pro natural. But show me an anti-natural gynae. I don't think such a person exists.
Yeah lah, you have a point. But I think it depends on how the person define pro natural.
It's like how the extent to which it is natural, right?
Yes. So when I okay, because before I went to this home birth punya group kan, I already discovered this group since my first trimester. But you were not confident with it, right? Something like that, yeah. So we went to a gynae. Then after that, when I talked to the gynae, I felt that we are not in sync lah. Like we are not.
Yeah, and
our beliefs are not similar.
Yeah, so I guess gynaes are they would be known as pro-natural.
Yeah.
But I think it's more of the extent to which they are pro-natural. Like, are you the kind where completely zero intervention, let the body do its work kind of person,
Yes,
or
correct.
are you like, in case a bit goes wrong, okay, let's do this, or let's.
So that's what I didn't want lah. I didn't want the person to be conflicting. As in, I didn't want people in the room to be conflicting with each other and doesn't believe that my body is built to birth. Faham tak?
The body is built to give birth.
So that's why macam when I talked to the gynae, I felt that we are not in sync. And if we are not in sync pre-labor, so what more during labor, right?
Okay.
So macam there's nothing wrong with the gynae. Of course, she's just doing her job, kan? Tapi yalah, so that's why I stopped going to her and I convinced my husband here to do home birth. So we switched. Yeah.
So it's more of the, you were not agreeable to the level of intervention basically that you are expecting because of the first birth. You realize that there was some intervention interventions that you were not particularly comfortable with.
Yeah, of course you can say no to the interventions.
Yeah, of course you can say no, but I think at that point in time, for the moment, you just agree lah, right?
It is very stressful. So during that state, I didn't want to stress myself out with these people. So that's why I told Kasim, it's okay, if there's any emergency, we can still go hospital because I'm not too pro-natural to the point that I don't want to go hospital at all. So macam if there is emergency, baru pergi. So not macam tak emergency pun nak intervene. So
it is,
let me be at home. Don't kacau me.
From some of the questions, there are people who are actively considering giving birth at home, right? So I think what's important, I think the message that I've learned so far, based on what you said, is the level of ownership. Right? It's the level of ownership. The motivations could be because you don't want so many interventions. You want to be like pro natural, as opposed to a bit pro natural, right? And when you take ownership, it also involves things like manifesting, visualizing. Actually, it's very interesting that you brought up visualizing because this is what the elite athletes, right? Yeah, whenever before a big match, a big game, right, they will go through this process of visualizing.
Muhammad Salah.
Of not just him, I think many of the top athletes, they go through this process of in fact, I think almost all of them.
That's how Muslims should be, actually.
Yeah, I mean, before you go through the process, you already imagine in your mind what it's going to be like. And you're not just going in, okay, let's give birth.
It's interesting that you brought that up because macam as Muslims, kan, scholars also, our elite, because you are talking about elite performers, kan. So the elite scholars pun usually before they start the day, they will manifest. But they will manifest what kind of goal? Not the goal yang dekat dalam goal post kat football tu, tapi goal of akhirah.
Okay.
So every single morning, they will visualize how is it like to be in Jannah, to get to Jannah, that kind of thing. So macam that's the purpose of tahajjud, waking up at night at 3 a.m, 4 a.m, when the world is asleep. They sit down and really connect themselves to Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. So macam yalah, I feel like I get to taste the sweetness of it, the sweetness of tawakal during this birth and the manifesting it. So macam whatever that I manifested happened. Alhamdulillah. Happened during the birth. Alhamdulillah.
Actually, this act of closing your eyes and training the brain, mental training, is actually very beneficial. There's also techniques like imagining that you are being lowered into the grave, that you've already died.
Ya Allah. Yeah.
And then imagine that the malaikats coming. I mean,
yeah,
it's also part of mental
this
training
is-
like that.
Yeah, this is
Maybe
what
we
our
can,
scholars.
one day we can delve a bit more into this.
Inshallah.
Okay, so there are some questions here about the setup for the home birth. So I think they want to find out more about the environment, like where do you give birth and so on. So there's a question: where exactly did you give birth? Haha. Did they set up a huge water bath for you to sit in?
Okay, so home birth there's the water. Okay, home birth there's two, the land birth and the water birth. Okay, I wanted to do the water birth because macam cool kan, and because I cannot because of that because
That's a priority, by the way. If you want to give birth, make sure that it's cool. You
no lah, not just that, but giving birth in water, there's a lesser risk of tear.
Oh, is it?
So yes, that is the benefit lah. Tapi because my midwife knows better, so according to my blood levels, according to my situation, it's better to give birth inland. So like I said, home birth is not for everyone. So you need to have expert people who would assess your situation, assess your health level, your blood level, kan? So to assess lah if you can give birth, you are fit to give birth at home ke tak. For me, she says it's better for me to give birth on land because I have a really low blood pressure or something like that.
Yeah, I think actually that's also the other aspect of it, like the preparation for the home birth. Like in the pregnancy phase, right? What I noticed is that it's important to eat properly. It's important to rest properly, get the correct amount of walking, the correct amount of vitamin D. Also go for your blood test to find out if you're lacking in certain like hemoglobin and all these things, right?
So this is the effort part lah. Because macam, you know, some people would say, okay lah, tawakal je lah, give birth at home. So it's not just tawakal and just leave it to Allah. You need to put in the effort. And what's the effort? The effort is the prenatal care.
And going for blood test is not really intervention lah, because you're just taking out blood and finding out what's in there.
So from there we can assess what to do.
Okay, so you make an informed decision, and based on the report and all that, the midwife decided against the water birth. But otherwise you would have done it, the water birth, is it?
Yeah, maybe next time.
Okay.
The next time.
InsyaAllah. Yeah, because I think from some of the questions, there is this idea that home birth is water birth.
You
that's
just pay extra.
That is one option, but you got to like rent your own swimming pool and all that, right? Oh, bathtub.
Swimming pool. Melampau.
No lah, it's like the small
bathtub, yeah.
The blowing swimming pool.
It's $500 extra, by the way.
So but it's also possible to just give birth like what you did lah, not in the water. So just want to clarify that. Tell us everything about the planning, labor and delivery. How it went. I'm interested. Okay. So this person is asking about the planning. So I think the pregnancy phase, you want to talk about the 9 months leading up to the birth?
Planning
The first few months you went to the gynae as usual, right?
Yeah, and then after that I felt that we are not in sync. I felt like macam if she...
And then you heard from some people that it's okay to give birth at home, and there's this...
No lah, I've already heard about this home birth since the first trimester. First trimester.
Okay.
Then I have in-laws also, your sisters also give birth at home. So macam when I heard, then I felt macam that's like a crazy idea lah at first lah. But then bila I read more and then I educated myself more and then I jumpa all these home birthing people, they are many of them are non-Muslims lah.
Actually, I think you're a bit motivated by not only these non-Muslims but also like my sister and my sister-in-law. They also told you, it's okay.
Yeah, so bila these non-Muslims kan, they educated me on like how our bodies are designed to give birth. Then I talked to my sister-in-law, and so macam it's like a combination lah. So macam if you want to do home birth, you need to talk to a lot of people who have gone through it lah.
Okay. And then they'll tell you, go through it. It's an amazing feeling.
Not like macam, nak beranak ke rumah, anak boleh mati tau. So cause some people said that to me, 38 weeks.
I mean that's not appropriate lah, I would say.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay, so going back to this having the confidence, so you spoke to your midwives, the midwife lah, and also a few others, and get their views, and you decided that okay lah, let's go for it.
Yeah.
But you were also aware of the things that you needed to do.
Yes.
Like the diet and all that.
Yeah.
And you were prepared to do all those things.
Yeah. So one thing about home birth kan, you cannot slack on your health.
On your food.
Yeah, you cannot slack on the prenatal is very, very important to help ease the labor and ease the birth. So macam, I think one of the, like macam for previously kan, macam I felt macam Like it's okay lah. If anything happens, the doctors can do this, can do that. So macam I wasn't really taking care of myself prenatally because the option is there. Apa?
Yeah.
So macam this one, I know that okay, the option is not there. So I have to put in my best effort.
So you got to step up.
I
You
have
got to take ownership again. So that's part of the process.
Yeah.
And you were fine doing this. So actually, this is the advice that I think we need to give to people about. Maybe not advice, just some sharing of our experiences. As like you need to be an active participant in the whole journey.
Yeah.
More than what?
Get your husband to be involved also. You were also very an active participant, right?
Get your husbands to be involved as well. Because husbands are the best people to chase you for your diet. Make sure that you spend half an hour every day in the sun.
Yes, to get your vitamin D levels go up. Yeah, okay.
So someone is asking the equipment and setup. How many people are involved?
Okay, so
actually setup wise, it was just
setup wise is very easy lah. Because
just have a home.
No, they are asking about the blood.
Equipment.
No, the blood and everything semua kan. Macam because the setup they will imagine like how you manage the blood spill, splatter, something like that.
Okay, yeah, so just lay some what do you call that? Tissue.
Pad.
Yeah, put
like
some
a big padding.
Yeah.
So basically, they handled the.
No, actually, the setup wise, I think it's really quite simple lah.
Very simple. Actually.
What we did was we just bought a black bed sheet, so that we can just, and it's a very cheap one, so that we can just throw it away after the birth. And then there was just some 2 meter by 1 meter kind of padding on the floor.
Yeah.
And that's
on the bed
that
also.
We have a bowl to put the placenta.
That's all.
And a pair of scissors at the side to cut the cord.
Yeah, but it's the midwife and scissors lah.
But as far as setup wise, that's it lah.
Yeah, actually the setup is very simple.
Yeah, it was quite simple actually. It was not how many people are involved? I think just 2. Together with the husband 3. Maybe the midwife.
With my helper.
Because the midwife would just come. The helper was just to layan the baby lah kan.
Yeah.
But because I think the midwife was just there to advise and encourage and also, prepare for different birthing positions. Actually, I think the position is the one that people also want to know.
And remind me how to breathe the baby down. Yeah.
Because I feel that from what I saw some of these things are overlooked. Like the breathing process, the breathing position, the relaxation techniques. And then there are also techniques where they shift the position of the baby using a piece of cloth and all that lah.
Yeah.
And I thought that was quite unique.
All very traditional and manual.
So like for example, one of the positions that we did quite often was when you were.
It's called robosa.
It's called robosa, where you lift the baby up with a long piece of cloth.
Yeah.
And you just do some kind of
the position, gently.
Left to right, swinging sideways motion.
Yeah.
And that somehow got the baby into position. Now, of course, we can't demonstrate it here. Yeah, but I think if you engage like doulas, knowledgeable doulas or midwives, they will tell you that these are techniques that are tried and tested.
Yeah.
And this is also part of being responsible lah, taking greater ownership. That there are things you can do to.
There's side lying release position. Okay, so my baby was a bit stuck lah. So the labor was very long. It wasn't progressing also. So there was she did a few things like side lying release position, hip thrust, and robosa. So these are different positions.
These are in a few weeks before giving birth, right?
No, as in during labor.
Oh, okay. No. As in that one you can talk about it later lah. I'm talking about a few weeks before giving birth, the weekly exercises. You see, so there are these things.
You tak buat pun every day robosa.
It's supposed to be done every day lah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be done every day.
I think husbands have to be quite involved. You got to do the movements, like about 15 minutes a day, that kind of thing. Yeah, and this is all during the weeks
prenatal.
Before giving birth, right? The exercises. So there are things that have to be done. As part of
can be done.
As part of taking ownership of the birthing process.
Okay.
Okay. So were you taught the different kinds of birthing positions?
Of course.
Okay. So what did the midwife say, or do you just learn online? different kinds of, or
I mean,
both?
I learned through her books, through online,
Mm.
and also through her birth classes lah.
Okay.
That macam for hundreds of years, women have been giving birth using gravity. Like
Squatting,
not squatting. Yeah, either squatting or just basically not lying down. But by default, after another like era, there's this era that by default when you go hospital, the birthing position is lying down.
Lying down, yeah.
Yeah. So imagine because you've not given birth before, you don't know how it feels, right?
Yeah.
So imagine if you want to poo.
Okay.
Can you poo lying down?
It's quite difficult lah. It's easier squatting and allowing
So,
gravity
like,
to assist.
You would need to push even more, right? So like if you are sitting down, you are allowing the gravity to help you. Yeah.
I mean, makes sense lah. No, that's why I think traditionally, people have given birth squatting.
Yeah.
Or in other positions where the angle allows gravity to have a
Correct.
component that is larger to assist with the birth process.
Yeah.
Right? So when they lie down horizontally, when gravity acts vertically, then you're not being assisted by gravity, so the force has to come from the mother, right?
Mother lah.
So why is this in hospitals? Maybe you have a doctor friend or what can answer. Because I'm quite curious. Like, why is it that maybe lying down is more relaxing lah? I don't know. But after all, you still need as much help as you can get to push it out, right?
Yes.
And it's great if gravity can help. Maybe that's why in the past people used to do it.
Yeah lah,
squatting.
of course lah. And it is fitrah, it's natural because our body kan, Allah designed our body with mothers kan, we have this intuition tau. So macam you just really need to listen to your body, listen to your intuition. So I believe people in the past, they listen to their intuition lah. Like they are not medically trained ke apa, but their intuition says like that, means like that. So macam for my previous experience kan, I wanted to be in a certain position and follow my body, tapi the person inside the room didn't allow.
They didn't allow. They said you just stay
and
like this.
They even put fear. They said if you do like this, you're gonna have a bigger tear. Like that. So I'm like, okay, so I just.
But they're usually speaking from experience, right?
Yeah, so I will just listen to the expert lah. Because she's the expert in the room.
I'm always very curious about this. Like, if giving birth has been traditionally gravity assisted, how come in the last like 50 years, once people started going to the hospitals to give birth, how come they don't?
Maybe because they believe.
Are there gynaes that allow you to squat?
Yes.
Oh, there are?
Yes.
Okay.
Those are called pro-natural.
Okay. But I think by default, I believe most women give birth lying down.
Nowadays, but not like traditionally lah. Yeah. So
I guess that's
Allah A'lam lah.
That's one of the advantages of like a pro natural midwife kind of experience.
Pro 3 kali.
Yeah. So the one where you can just use gravity to assist and all that.
Yeah.
And I think it's a bit quicker also lah, right?
Yes.
It's a bit quicker also lah.
No, maybe they believe that there is a bigger tear lah. Betul lah apa yang dia nak cakap. Because it's true, when the gravity is pulling kan, it's faster. So there will be a bigger tear. Macam dia tak sempat nak pull the egg terkeluar.
So it's too fast because of gravity. Is that why?
For some bodies lah. For some bodies. I mean for some people. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's the answer to this question. If anybody knows why...
Allahu A'lam. Ini is just assumption. Allahu A'lam.
If anyone knows why hospitals would rather you lie down to give birth than traditionally people throughout human history have been squatting and trying other positions.
Yeah.
If anyone knows, you can just let us know. Because we are really quite curious about this.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway.
Next question. Ada banyak.
Do you go hospitals for routine checks?
No.
Nope. The first few months, yeah lah. But I think after that...
No, but we do checks manually lah. Check the baby's position manually by feeling, by touching.
So I think that's the part of this pro-natural thing.
Yeah.
Advice for husbands who have no idea about labour and giving birth?
No idea?
No, I think husbands...
Educate yourself lah. Educate yourself.
Let me advise lah.
Okay lah.
Yeah, so I think for husbands it's important to read up. To read up, to find out more about the positions, to find out more about what a birthing woman is going through.
It helps a lot lah when your husband reads. So get your husband to read.
Yeah,
Get your
and
husband to
also watch videos. Not videos like
Oh, astaghfirullah.
no, there are a lot of these animation kind of things, you see. It's kind of YouTube animations.
You know, I have this friend.
Huh?
I mean, someone that we know. He DIY giving birth at
Okay, this
home
one is more-
and educated himself so that he can DIY the give birth part at home to his wife.
Yeah, this guy is
Masya
far
Allah.
more pro natural than us.
So
In a
he
sense-
didn't engage anyone.
No doulas, no midwives,
No
just
doulas, no midwives, no doctors. Just him
Yeah.
and his wife.
yeah. We're not advocating for that, by the way. We are advocating for reading up and getting yourself informed.
Yeah. Which was what he did lah. He read up.
Yeah, he read up.
educated
He
himself.
watched YouTube videos to know about all these things.
Yeah, and alhamdulillah, it worked well for him.
Yeah, and no midwife, no doulas. Just I'm the man. I already
Yeah.
watched my YouTube videos,
Yeah.
so I already know what to do.
Yeah.
And then
Allah.
so that's quite remarkable lah, if you ask me.
Mashallah.
But yeah lah, everything worked out well. Of course, there are elements of risks involved lah in this type of thing lah. But
I mean,
but-
anything has risks.
yeah. Okay. So I think they are quite curious to hear about the actual birthing story now on the day itself. So it was 1 a.m. on a Thursday night, on a Friday morning, right?
Yeah, Friday morning.
And then you started feeling contractions.
It was during awal Muharram. Yeah, so akhir tahun, awal tahun, usually we have event kan. So I was so tired lah. Like the whole day I was out. So when I went home also I had to make my toddler sleep. So it was so tiring. And then after that 1 a.m. I was just about to sleep. And then the contraction came. Then I'm like, okay,
Wait, sorry. This is gonna be a long story, so I think we continue in the next
Yes.
episode. Yeah. Because I think it's already been half an hour, and I think there's a lot more to talk about. So inshallah, we will continue with the next
Alright, inshallah.
this story with the next episode, inshallah. So for today, I think inshallah we've learned a few lessons about giving birth, about taking ownership, what you have to prepare, and the setup and all that. Okay, so shall continue with our next episode on the birth story and what
Inshallah.
happens after that, inshallah. Okay, so next time, Assalamualaikum.